To welcome everybody to the Board of Commissioners meeting for Gig Harbor Fire and Medic 1, District 5 for January 13th, 2026. If you'd please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Our first order tonight is to give the oath of office to our newest commissioner, Phil Hayden. Chief. And Joe will be in there as reelected.
No, yeah, we'll just do one. I mean, both at the same time. We'll do it only once. Sorry. Then I need you to sign that when we're done here. All right. You both raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Joe Urbina,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I am a citizen of the United States
that I am a citizen of the United States
and a resident and registered voter
and a resident and registered voter
of Pierce County,
of Pierce County,
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and that of the state of Washington,
and that of the state of Washington,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of Pierce County,
of Pierce County,
and will faithfully,
and will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly perform
and honestly perform
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Pierce County Fire District Number 5,
of Pierce County Fire District Number 5,
Fire Commissioner,
Fire Commissioner.
as such duties
Such duties
are prescribed by law.
prescribed by law.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay, our next agenda item will be the 2026 board officer nominations for chair and vice chair. I open the nominations now.
I'd like to nominate Kevin Ency for board chair for 2026.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Would all in favor do a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urbina,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden, Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Commissioner Enzi.
Yes. Now we'll open up position of vice chair, and I'd like to nominate Joe Urbina.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urbina,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi.
Yes. Okay, thank you. All right, approval of the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda as stated.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urbina,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi.
Yes. Okay, anybody, we got commissioner absences. Anybody have anything coming up?
Nope.
Do we have a meeting during midwinter break?
We usually don't.
No.
Usually
Okay, good.
it's us, yeah.
Just double checking.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Any communications?
Yes, I have letters to each of the commissioners from the Pierce County Fire Commissioners Association inviting you to the the annual meetings or the monthly meetings. They're on the fourth Thursday of every month. The first meeting of the year will be January 22nd at 6 p.m. So I will get these letters to you when we're done with the meeting.
Okay.
And then the chief has, did you want
I'll do that. Report, thank you.
something later?
That's it? Okay, thank you. Approval of the minutes from December 9th, 2025 Commissioners Meeting.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Ervina,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi,
Yes. Accounts payable.
I'll move that we approve accounts payable. Wow, this is a list. Checks 2808 through 2819, 2887 through 2896, 2947 through 2958, 2820 through 2886, 2897 through 2946, 2959 through 2980 is outlined in the agenda for a grand total of $6,469,744.39.
Commissioner, you said $44. That's 74.
Oh, $74.39. Sorry.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Ervina,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi,
Yes. Local 3390 reports. Absolutely. Mike, welcome to our meeting. Congratulations on your position as president for the local this year. It's good having you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just wanted to get up here and say that I look forward to getting to know each of the board members better as I step into my new role and get a new opportunity and a new way to serve our citizens and the members of our local. Nothing else to report.
Thank you. Chief's reports.
Chief Langlow.
All right, good evening. Just a couple quick items from me. Last week, DC Booth and I attended the monthly FICRA Association meeting. We were invited through Chief Doan and went and checked that out. Neither of us had ever been. Had a good meeting with them, answered a couple questions, gave them a little bit of a kind of high level how we closed out 2025, and then kind of a little bit on our bond projects we're working on. So that went well. No questions to come before the board that came out of that, but just wanted to report that we were at that meeting last week. Yesterday, I did send out an email to the organization, included the commissioners on some of our Station 51 response data post Station 51 closure. So now that we have about 3.5 months worth of response data, I wanted to get that out to the group. And so if you have any questions on that, I'd be happy to answer those once you have a chance to digest the email or tonight. I think at a high level, what I would pass off, same thing I passed off to the crews so far. The changes that we had made in response packages and moving resources is working well. And so actually our overall response to the entire community has gotten faster. And so I think that that's a reflection of several different things, right? Sometimes when we have more staff able to put more units in service, and even at 3.5 months, which is better than the 30 days that I had before, is still a relatively small sample size. So we'll continue to monitor that to make sure we don't need to make any other adjustments, but so far so good. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is we did push in A22, our newest ambulance, last week. So that is next door at Station 58. And so far, the reports from the crews have been very, very positive. So enjoy working on the apparatus. It's been a good improvement to the fleet. And the medic unit that it replaced was our oldest frontline unit. So the oldest one gets replaced, and so the crews that have been on it for a while recognize that like this is pretty nice. So that went into service last week. So we're excited about that. That's it, Chief.
Chief Oldenburg.
Good evening, Commissioners. 2 quick updates. First, I wanted to let everybody know that Division Chief Peterson is back doing our first inspection on all 5 of our Type 1 engines under construction. So we're expecting to still receive those on time. I say on time, kind of the current on time schedule would be middle of the year, right? But they are under construction. This is our first time back reviewing those. So we're excited about that. The next quick update is for those of you that are tenured commissioners are probably aware that we used to be a part of a insurance group called West Side Insurance Group, which was Graham, Central Pierce, West Pierce, and Gig Harbor. That's slowly been dissolving over the last couple of years. And the last two entities that were a part of that original interlocal agreement was West Pierce and Gig Harbor. We were notified recently that West Pierce is actively looking to reinsure with another vendor. So they officially notified us that they would be the last person leaving and would dissolve that interlocal agreement. We've been doing the same thing as well. So we're actively looking at insuring. We're currently insured with the same carrier we've previously had, but we're on a different payment schedule that'll allow us, if we do find a new insurance carrier, to take that option if we so desire. So I just wanted you to know that if you hear that term again, it's not going to be relevant very much longer. And so, and we'll move in a different direction as well.
All right, my turn. Before I give my report, I wanted to take a minute and recognize Chief Langlow. Chief Langlow has made his year probation. He's no longer on probation. Somehow it slipped under the radar.
How did that?
I
there's
know
no
it did.
extension?
It was while I was on vacation. But no, I want to, Chief Langlow does a very good job at this of recognizing our employees and making sure that all of our firefighters and employees, when they get off probation, are recognized, when they hit their 5-year, when they hit their 10-year. He always leads that, and so did Todd before him. But so I wanted to take a moment here in this meeting and recognize Chief Langlow. He's been in the seat for a year. He did make his probation and got an excellent performance review this year, and we're really glad he's there. We're glad that he's our ops chief, and he's doing a great job as part of our team. So thank you, Nick. We have to get the picture like you always get for. Oh, I gotta be on the picture. Where you want us? All right. All right. Thank you.
Congratulations, Nick.
All right. Along with that, we're working on our 2025 closeout of our plan. If you remember last year, we brought you a draft plan of what we were working on. So at the next meeting on the 27th, each division will give you an update on our year and how we did. Then on the February 10th, we will bring you the draft plan for this year. Each division will line that out and tell you where we're headed and what we're going to do and what our plan is for the year. So be prepared at that meeting too. If there's anything that we're missing or we haven't addressed or something that you want us to focus on, that'd be your time to add that into our work plan. And we'll be doing that on the 10th. So you can let me know now, or you can hear it on the 10th, and we'll always take your feedback, obviously, of where you're heading. But then my self-evaluation is due. You should get that this week. Leslie will send it to all of you. So the way it works, commissioners, is I do a self-evaluation, send it to all of you. The chairman will get with you to give me feedback, and we have scheduled the February 10th meeting and executive session for my review. So that's the schedule for the next couple weeks on our work plan and my performance review. Also at the next meeting too, we will have Tom Westcott's contract. He's going to be the next deputy chief that's going to follow Chief Booth. It's a few more months away, but we want to, we've been working on that, and we want to bring that to you because there's promotions behind it and everything else. So that'll be on the next agenda. That's all I have.
Thank you, Chief. Standing committee reports. As far as under the audit is going on right now, and I believe all of our people involved in that are in contact with the auditor doing it. Everything's done online, I believe. And as far as negotiations, they are ongoing, and we will Board will hear more tonight in executive session. Anybody else have anything standing committee reports? Okay. Financial report, Crystal.
Good evening. Let me share my screen. Can everyone see that? Wonderful. Okay, so for tonight, we have the November 2025 financial report. This will be the last report we'll display with the adopted budget. In December, we did have a resolution to amend the 2025 budget. So next month's report will reflect, December's report will reflect the amended budget. So this is the last one, the adopted budget. Moving into the report, revenues, we're at 101% of revenue collected. This is typical for this time of year. Most of our property tax collections occur in October and November of each year. Operating expenses shows we're at 80%. This will change when we do produce the December report. Mostly due to that amendment, there'll be a series of transfers that will occur for our capital improvements. So you'll notice here on capital improvements at the end of November, we are 39% spent. This will be a little bit higher once we actually facilitate those transfers that occurred in December. Moving into the expenses by division, the logistics division is the one that shows at 57% spent. This will be the area that will be reflected with those December transfers as well. Moving into the capital fund, we are at 56% spent. Most of that by the second and third quarter of this year was anticipated. One, we did have some delays in the timing of the start of the training campus construction. And then we also did experience some delays in the start of the Station 51 construction. Moving into the ending cash at the end of November, we are at $72.6 million. Does anyone have any questions for November? Okay, that is the end of the November report. Thank you. And then December, just to give a highlight, we are still waiting on the county reports for December. We anticipate receiving their reports with our December information in February. So I anticipate we'll bring the December report to the commissioners in March.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
Chairman's report. I would just like to say that I look forward to this new year, working with staff and the local and everybody involved with our district. And it's a good district, and I just looking forward to another year of being part of it. So thank you very much. Welcome to well, Matt, you've kind of been here a little bit, but welcome, and Phil, welcome to our crew here, and hopefully you will find that it's a good place to be an elected official too. Bond update, JJ.
All right. So first, before I get into the bond, just wanted to update the commissioners. In mid-December, as you know, we had some very out of norm weather come through the Northwest. Skagit, Whatcom counties were hit with some pretty severe flooding. On December 14th, received a phone call that there was some extra help needed, conferred with Chief Doan, and I actually, most of the time it's deployment for fires. Well, it was the opposite reason I deployed for flooding. So I went up to Whatcom County for 5 days and worked mainly in the town of Sumas, and worked on some recovery and directing some people up there. So just thank you, and just letting you know that I went up there for that. So capital bond. I've said it in the past, just give you an update. I can close out the first project that we started was 5357. That one is closed with the state. And finally, just after the first of the year, I After waiting for about 6 weeks on the state for 5.0, I received that notice that project is now closed. Training campus, it is flying along. The support building, Pease is working on kind of punch list stuff. The biggest thing really left on the support building is the at bay floor, and that's just because all of the trades materials were stored on the at bay floor. So that's getting cleaned out. They will start honing and polishing that floor on Thursday, which should take about 2 days. The rest of the building, command staff walked through on Monday afternoon, and it's really just trim stuff that they're doing. We did do a walkthrough with RFM last week, so there's a small punch list that they're also working on, but we should hopefully gain that building as a space to put some people here in the next, I'll just say month. I'm hoping 2 weeks, but I'll say month. The training tower moving along with all the rain that we had. A lot of other projects for the masons were canceled because it's all outside work. We happen to have 3 floors that are actually now under cover. There's a lot of interior walls that are masonry walls. So we had 6 to 8 masons up there throwing a lot of mortar and a lot of brick. So a lot of the stuff inside got done. We are now working on floor 4. That's formed and should pour here in the next week and a half. Floor 4 significantly square footage wise shrinks, and then floor 5 is even smaller. So it's moving along quite well for that project. Station 51, as you know, you gave me the go-ahead to award the bid. We have a signed contract. I sent a notice to proceed to Pease Construction yesterday. They will start site work on January 26th. And I say site work because we are currently working through 3 pages of submittals, approvals, scheduling meetings. I have a 60-day schedule, but most of that schedule is all office work for them and me. But January 26th, they'll be on site starting doing a construction entrance. Within those next couple days, there will be fencing going up. And right now in the schedule, demo will start on February 3rd and take 15 to 20 days to remove the building as it sits. And then they start working on new footprint of the building, forms for the foundation and those things. So we have the first 60 days, but 60 days isn't a whole lot of work. It's a lot of office work. Along with that schedule, I've had a couple of meetings with Pease and then obviously following up with our training division. And so the training division has started destructive training in the building. So I was there yesterday. Nothing, doors and that stuff are not getting salvaged. Rarely do we get the opportunity to force metal doors that are solid like they are in all the dorms and all the interior doors. So we're taking advantage of that. We are still waiting on cutting holes in roofs because of rain. We don't want to give the demo contractor a whole bunch more weight with water and sheetrock and insulation. So it may or may not happen. It's all weather dependent and schedule dependent. So that should wrap up the 2022 bond report. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Couple quick on 5.1. The fuel tanks are long gone from out there, right?
No, they're still sitting out back. We left them because we don't necessarily need to move it right away.
Okay.
We, instead of pumping fuel out, we actually had the crews go by, keep swinging by to fill up the engines. Diesel is empty. We still have a little bit more of the unleaded left in there that we're trying staff cars and those to remove it at the very end. It's because it's in the back corner. It doesn't need to move necessarily right away. We are going to reuse the tank, but everything will get disconnected very soon. It'll still be stored on site, cleaned up, and then moved to the new location. In essence, the opposite corner of where it sits now in the back parking lot.
I guess for some reason I thought that we took that stuff out years ago, but okay.
Well, no, it's just the above ground tank. Yeah, there's nothing below grade anymore.
Oh, there's nothing below. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. And on the training facility, that is one big apparatus room.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah. I was looking, man, You could get a ladder truck in there.
That was the design.
Yeah, that's a big apparatus.
Oh, God, that sounds good. Yep.
Yeah.
Commissioner,
You're
before we,
working on that, right, Nick?
Commissioner, before you move to the next, I just want to pause, if you think back, we passed this bond and we put together our plan and we finished 5.3, we finished 5.7 as typical as firefighters. We finished it and moved on. And I just want to pause and take a minute, right? I mean, we finished 5.3 and it's done. We got finished 5.7. We've had the open house for that. This was unexpected, this whole building, but now it's done. Just pausing to celebrate that those 2.5 projects are done. And then also, 5.1 has been very difficult this year. Just the permitting process took almost a year longer than it was supposed to, and then the lawsuit. So it's been challenging, but let's pause and celebrate another win that we finally got that. We finally awarded the contract. We finally getting moving. And I just don't want to breeze by that. I also want to thank Chief Johnson. It's been a big year. It's been a tough year, especially with 5.1 and getting all these things over the finish line. So I just wanted to pause and recognize that too many times we finish a project to just move on to the next and don't stop and recognize the work we've done.
Yeah, been a fantastic job. Any other questions for me for bond update? No old business, new business, resolution 2026-01 Public Records Index.
Commissioners, Chief Oldenburg's going to take the lead on this one, but this has to do with the public records information that I had sent out to you that Browns Point went through. I think we were in a very good position. In fact, we've been visited a couple times by these auditors, and we didn't end up on the website because we did a good job. Right. Chief Oldenburg spent over an hour and a half with one of them not long ago, and we just didn't give them the confrontation they wanted. But in this, we have reviewed some of our policies and procedures and found some things that we can improve on and do even better. So, Chief Oldenburg.
Yep. Thank you, Chief. In your packet is Resolution 2601. It's actually part of the larger procedure that we keep here. And if you watch the videos, that's what the individual was referencing when they're on the video. They wanted to look at the department's procedure. We've had this, and we've had this for a number of years, but we didn't have, in our procedure, we said that it was too burdensome to maintain a public records index, and that was okay. We went back and reviewed this after the recent incident, and our legal counsel recommended that we further support the procedure with a commissioner-approved resolution that recognizes official action was taken to not maintain a public records index because it's too burdensome. So we had the original language, it was there. But our legal counsel recommended that we do it via commissioner resolution. So that's what's included in your packets tonight. It is that resolution in accordance with state statute that we will not maintain an overall records index. And just to let you know what that means, if we didn't have this in place, we would have to keep an actual written index of all things that are required to be kept as far as public records, electronic records, files, everybody's computer, station computers, the boxes of stuff we have downstairs, all of those things back to the 1970s, earlier than the 1970s, we would have to keep an index, like a log of all of those things. And so agencies just find that that's really overwhelming. So we said we wouldn't be able to do that. This is the resolution that supports that. I will say that we also, given the opportunity while we were doing the resolution, I sent our current procedure to our legal counsel too. So there's a few edits. We don't need commissioner action on the procedure, but I just wanted you to know that I put a copy of it on the table here, and those of you that are remote received it via email. The chief will be updating and signing that and implementing it for the organization. There's some wordsmithing that took place, but there was no major edits of any kind to the document that we already had existing. So that's just an FYI. The document's provided for your information if you want to see what it looks like or what what we keep here. The third piece that's not included in the resolution tonight, that's on your in front of you and electronically, is we created a one-page training that we're going to roll out to the entire organization. So this will go to all employees. And it's just kind of reinforcing what the procedure says of how we interact with citizens that approach either at a station or those of us that work here in the administrative offices, how we handle access, video recording, public records requests, and those types of things. So we will be rolling that out in February. We have the curriculum done. This is kind of a one-page flyer that's going to be the template. And so I just kind of wanted you to see all of the things that we're doing in regards to public records requests and interactions with our community members that may be similar to the one that you saw that took place recently in another jurisdiction. So I think we're well prepared, like the chief said. We've already had a couple of these times. We've had these interactions. They've gone fine. We're more than willing to get people whatever they're looking for. But we're just going to make sure that everybody is on the same sheet of music across the organization and we're as up to date as we can be. So with that, I can stand for questions for anything in regards to the resolution that you may have.
Is this a resolution that we should be passing annually, or is it once it's passed, it just is applicable?
It's once and done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they been asking for the index on prior visits?
They did not ask for the index, but we have had it here available. We put it in a different location now. So the procedure and the resolution and this public employee, or just our one-page flyer, is all in a packet now that sits at the reception desk. And so everybody who works here is trained that if somebody approaches anybody and asks to see it, they'll just take them directly to those documents sitting at the front counter.
I assume, Chief, that, I mean, I understand the one sheet where it says any request for district records and maybe verbal or written, and they can, if a requester prefers to make a verbal request, the employee should document the request. I'm assuming there's some limits on that. For example, if, somebody's on shift and they're at a call and one of these people comes up to them while they're treating a patient and says, I want to make a public records request, they can say, look, I'm in the middle of a call. I can't deal with that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be some boundaries
there-
on these requests.
Exactly. So there's a little bit of wiggle room in the statute in the interpretation of they can't impede what,
Sure.
our business. They can't interrupt normal business that's going on. Like if we're in a meeting here, right, they can come in and sit, but they couldn't walk into necessarily a room where we're doing training and interrupt what's going on. So
Okay.
there is wiggle room.
Have we considered putting any of our policies, this included, on our website just to make it more publicly accessible? And I know that there's pluses and minuses to that, because then, in the interest of sort of reducing the amount of attempts to engage or create conflict, if it's already out there, it's like,
Yeah, and one of our things that we're actively doing right now is we are updating our external website.
Yeah.
And I think it's totally appropriate to put that on there. I mean, this has to be accessible legally
Right.
if it's asked for. And I think that's totally appropriate for us to put it on there. The forms are already there that accompany and have been taken out of this procedure.
Sure.
They're all there right now. So that would be absolutely fine.
okay, thanks.
Yep, absolutely.
So for tonight, this was just a one over.
No.
No, we need this is
Yep.
a board resolution that needs
So
to.
we needed.
Mhm.
vote.
So
Okay.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
make a motion that we approve resolution 2026-01.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution 2026-01. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Urbina,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Chairman Enzi.
Yes. Okay. Okay, 2026 board committee assignments. Being that we are a 5-person board, we can create committees with 2 members each, which would avoid having a legal meeting. So we have 5 different committees that we have formed with 2 commissioners on each of those. And so we have some changes here we need to do. I'll just start. Number 1 is I'm under budget, finance, and audit. And since we've started that, I would like to go ahead and stay with that since we're in the process of it right now. Nobody has any issue. And the other would be labor management, since we are well into that. There is, I'd like to just go ahead and stay with that also. So I'll go back to the top. I got risk management and insurance. Right now I got Matt and Bryce. Any changes?
I'm fine staying on that. I don't think it's been burdensome at all.
Okay.
So
Matt, you good?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, under budget, financial, Joe? Good, stay, okay.
I'd like to stay on that.
Policies and procedures, Bryce and Matt are currently on that.
I'm fine staying on that unless there's somebody that has a burning desire to worry about policies and procedures.
Matt?
I'm fine with that. I know there was some discussion about possibly doing the labor component. And so if I were to be filling that vacancy that was created, I maybe wouldn't want to do that then a third, what would end up being a third.
Okay, well, I ask you right now then, would you, I know you put in for being on labor. Do you want to stay with that request then?
Yeah, I would be interested
Okay,
and willing to do that.
Okay, so we'll put you officially at labor management and take you off of the policy and procedure.
Correct. Yep. Thank you.
Could I suggest maybe put Phil on policy procedure with me if that's okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Commissioner Hayden will be under,
And you're on fleet and facility. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
okay. So fleet and facilities, we have Joe, and we're going to need one more for that. Okay, no pressure.
Yeah, I mean, that is your answer, okay? When you go to church, it's Jesus right here. I want to help.
Okay, no pressure. All right. So for 2026, what we will have is, as far as chair, myself, vice chair, Joe, risk management and insurance, Matt and Bryce, budget and finance audit, Joe and myself, policies and procedures, Bryce and Phil, fleets and facilities, Joe and Phil, and under labor management, Matt and myself. So that will complete our 2026.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Okay, this is part of the meeting where we open it up to open public comment. If you have a comment that you'd like to make, please state your name for the record. You'll have 3 minutes, and also please do a show of hands if you have something you wish to address to the board. Good of the order. Special interest, upcoming events. At this time, we are going to go into executive session. Pursuant to RCW 46 or 4220-140-4B to discuss collective bargaining negotiations. This executive session will last 1 hour to start, and the meeting will be called back into regular session at 6:20?
6:40.
Oh, at 6:40. At 6:40. No action or vote will be taken.
Melissa, are you, we got 30 more seconds, but are you there? Are
I
you
am
ready?
here. I am here and you are live.
There it is.
The the Board of Commissioners for District 5 is reconvening. If there is no other business to come before the Board of Commissioners, we are adjourned.